The difference between The Rehearsal and prior Nathan Fielder works is that it's explicitly about himself. The idea that Nathan For You was really about helping small businesses may have been a joke, but one the Comedy Central series told with a straight face. The Rehearsal started with a similar concept, helping volunteers navigate personal relationships rather than professional problems via obsessive preparation. But over the course of Season 1, Fielder, or rather his stilted on-screen persona, went from applying his methods on others to using them himself in a desperate, doomed attempt to prove the validity of his approach. Which should have been a clue that the entire premise of Season 2 is an extended feint. Ostensibly, the second edition of The Rehearsal is Fielder's sincere attempt to use rehearsals as a means of improving communication among airline pilots, thus, he hopes, preventing deadly crashes. The path to achieving this goal was already a digressive one, weaving together singing competitions, clone dogs, and a bald-capped Fielder breastfeeding from a giant puppet. It made a certain sense in the moment. But Sunday's finale began by revealing Fielder had been withholding a crucial piece of information throughout the prior episodes, one that reframes his entire undertaking. The entire time, Fielder was learning to fly a plane himself, eventually obtaining a commercial pilot's license. In other words, Fielder isn't assisting pilots, he is one. And by trying to help them, he's really trying to help himself. Fielder had begun to move his own arc into the foreground in the previous episode, which addressed how his work has resonated with autistic fans who see themselves in his eternal awkwardness. In theory, these armchair diagnoses were an oblique means for Fielder to gain an audience with Representative Steve Cohen, a Democratic congressman from Tennessee who's both a member of the House's Aviation Subcommittee and an advocate for the neurodivergent. But they also lead Fielder to finally flirt with a clinical explanation for his chronic inability to connect easily with other people, the defining condition of his in-show character.